Okay guys, so I've shown you the construction of Harry Goatleaf, and now we're getting on to the painting. This isn't the finished item obviously, but I wanted to show you the figure with its base coats on. So the black was initially Black Templar, which is the contrast paint from Games Workshop, but I did touch it up with some Vallejo black model air, because there were some parts, for some reason the contrast paint wasn't quite doing the job. His flesh is Kislev flesh from Games Workshop. The boots are Mornfang brown, I think it is, which is a base colour for brown. The lantern grey is just gunmetal, I think, toned down with a bit of black, and then the light part was painted white, and then I've done a bit of orange yellow mix in order to get that initial colour, but I'm hoping to make it lighter towards the centre. I'll just turn him round so you can see that basically all his cloak is in black. His hair is Orthwan grey, I think it is. So what's got to happen next is I've got to start looking at doing some highlights and some shading. The flesh tones will get a shade of Reikland flesh shade, I think, and then we'll highlight some of the areas like the nose and the cheeks, and his fingers, and then his knuckles. There may be a bit of tidy up required, one or two places. I think there may be a bit of black on top of his hand there. The boots will get a shade. I don't know whether to go for Nuln Oil or whether to go for Agrax shade on that. His cloak, I don't know whether to do a Nuln Oil wash on the cloak just to darken those recesses a bit, and then start highlighting back up until we get like a dark grey on the very tips of the creases. So that will be the next time you see this figure. It will be hopefully completed, so I'll catch you in a bit. So here he is completed, guys. I've done all the shading on him and finished off the base as well. So the black was shaded. What I did was used Abaddon black and then put some Fenrisian grey in there from Games Workshop, mixed that in, and painted that over most of the raised areas on his cloak. And then what I did was I just kept adding bits of a bit more of Fenrisian grey, but painting it less and less, till eventually all I'd got was the tips of the ridges, and just picked those out with not neat Fenrisian grey, but not far off, to get that final highlight. His face was given a wash of Reikland flesh shade, and then it was highlighted with Kislev flesh, and then I added a bit of white to that just to give a final highlight. The eyes were a bit of a swine to do. Basically they were filled with black. Then I tried to get white within the areas inside the black, so we got a nice black line all the way around, and then tried to do a dot of black paint on the white in order to get the irises. The boots were given a coat of Agrax Earthshade. No, they weren't. They were given a coat of Nuln Oil. And then I highlighted them with Doom Bull brown, and then added some Scrag brown to the Doom Bull to highlight them a bit further, and then the final highlight was Scrag brown. The lantern, I just added some neat yellow to the centre, and then I added a very pale yellow to the centre of that, just to give an idea that the light is coming from the centre of the lantern. His hair I didn't do much with. It just had a highlight of I think it just had a highlight of white, to be honest, on the Ulthran grey. If I just show you the back. So there isn't really much to see other than what I've tried to do is put some of the dirt on the base of his cloak to make it look as if he's kicked up mud or whatever whilst walking round. The base is very simple because at the end of the day he's the gatekeeper to Bree, so it's just a muddy track that's coming from the gates that he's standing on. So yeah, that's my first figure finished for this great paint challenge. Thanks to Mini WarMutt for hosting this, I do appreciate it. I hope your week is going well, guys. Thanks for watching. Look after yourselves and I'll catch up with you soon.